So I have some sad news. Unfortunately, I had to say goodbye to my precious corn snake Ginger, and it's because I moved out to an apartment complex and they don't allow reptiles. Now they allow dogs and cats and fish, but for some reason they don't allow reptiles. And I know a lot of people have been telling me just to basically sneak her in, and I would love to do that. However, honestly, I don't want to take that chance because I've heard of so many horror stories of people sneaking their reptiles into apartments and then the landlord somehow finding out and then them getting evicted the next day. Now, I don't know if that would be the same exact situation for me, but honestly, I don't want to risk that. So, ideally, I would have liked to keep her at my parents' house just so I could keep her, but my parents don't want to keep her there, so I had to find another home for her. Ginger really was the perfect snake. I mean, she never bit me, she never even struck at me. Uh, she had the perfect temperament, never seemed too angry, never seemed too annoyed with me. There was a couple times when she seemed annoyed and she shook her tail at me, and that's when I need to back off, and that was it. But other than that, she always let me hold her. She always let other people hold her. She's always so used to humans. I was so lucky to get her as my first snake because she was so easy to take care of and just so easy to love. And on top of that, she's a beautiful snake. And I'll always miss her. And I don't know if it's even possible, but maybe one day I'll be reunited with her. But here she is in her last feeding. It's the last time I fed her. I wanted to try to make it seem like the mouse was alive so she could exercise her muscles, I guess. I wanted to feed her live. I hadn't fed her live the whole time I had her, and I kept saying that I wanted to feed her a live mouse, but I was for some reason afraid that if I did that, I'd have to keep doing it because she'd like it more. I mean, why not? That's naturally what snakes would want. So I was afraid to do it because I didn't want to have to keep buying live mice and then knocking them out against the table and then feeding them to her. Overall, though, I had a really good experience owning a snake. If you had followed my videos before, this was my first time ever owning a snake. And I would definitely do it again. It was a lot of fun, and I absolutely loved having her. She was the easiest pet to have. So low maintenance. Didn't cost an arm and a leg to feed her or take care of her. Never smelled. Easy to clean her terrarium. Just the best experience I've had overall owning a pet. And I'm gonna miss her so much. If anyone is ever thinking about getting a pet but isn't sure about making the commitment to, watching it, feeding it, taking care of it, I'd say the best thing to start out with would be a snake. I'm so glad I made the decision to buy Ginger about a year and a half ago. I am obviously so sad I had to give her up, but still one of the best decisions I made, and once again, I am seriously considering getting another snake in the future, which is why I'm keeping her terrarium and her little hide rock, her branches, and her water dish, so that in the future I won't have to pay for all that stuff. Maybe just a new heating pad and, everything else. But for now, I have to be snake free because of my apartment's rules. One day I'll move to a different place that might accept reptiles, or maybe when I own my own home, but for now, I will miss you, Ginger, and I hope I might be able to see you again. Thanks for the fun times. And thank you for watching.